Hello students, this is the fourth part of video for chapter number 5 from history, the rebellions spread. After the British were routed from Delhi, there was no uprising for almost a week. It took that much time for news to travel, then a spurt of mutinies began. So what happened, as we have learned that their journey and their rebellion was being started from Meerut. After that, the British were routed from Delhi, because why they reached to Delhi? To declare Bahadur Shah Zafar as their leader. So there was no uprising for almost a week. So there was no news because it was taking too much time to travel the news from one region to the other, as they were not having any kind of communication thing at that time. So then a spurt of mutinies began. Regiment after regiment mutinied and took off to join other troops at nodal points like Delhi, Kanpur and Lucknow. So what happened? They were joining regiment after regiment. So from one region to the other regiment they were traveling, they were meeting, and then they are joining the troop. So they met the very important points, that is nodal points like Delhi, Kanpur and Lucknow. These were the two important centers where the troops had met together. After them, the people of the towns and villages also rose up in the rebellion and railed around local leaders, zamindar and chiefs who were prepared to establish their authority and fight the British. So as they were moving from one regiment to the another, so not only the sepoys has participate against this rebellion, but the people from the towns and villages and even the leaders, zamindars and chief also become a part of this rebellion. They also join this rally. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of late Peshwa Bajirao, who lived near Kanpur, gathered armed force and expelled the British garrison from the city. So here, who were being exploited by the Britishers, they also started moving against the Britishers. So what the Nana Sahib has done, he was already living nearby the Kanpur. He has gathered the armed forces and expelled the British garrison which was being built in the city of Kanpur. He proclaimed himself a Peshwa. Now this Kanpur under whom? Under Peshwa Bajirao. So he declared himself as Peshwa. Now there is no British rule left. He declared that he was a governor under Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. So after getting the power, he himself declared that he was a governor, and who was the ruler on whose behalf he is going to rule that region, that is under the Bahadur Shah Zafar. In Lucknow, Birjis Qadar, the son of the deposed Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, was proclaimed the new Nawab. This was the other region where he also declared himself a new Nawab. He too acknowledged the suzerainty of Bahadur Shah Zafar. So here, accepting the suzerainty, it means he is accepting the new ruler as his emperor. On behalf of his ruler, he is going to rule the other region. So he is not an actual ruler, he is ruling behalf of the main ruler. Whatever demand was being asked by the ruler, he is going to agree upon. So this is called as suzerainty. Now his mother Begum Hazrat Mahal took an active part in organizing the uprising against the British. So here the Birjish Qadar and also the mother Begum Hazrat Mahal, they have actively participated and organized the uprising of the sepoys against the Britishers. In Jhansi, Rani Lakshmi Bai joined the rebel sepoys and fought the British along with Tatya Tope, the general of Nana Sahib. So the Rani Lakshmi Bai also went against the Britishers as her son was not being accepted by the Britishers as the next ruler, as her son was being adopted. In the Mandala region of Madhya Pradesh, Rani Avanti Bai Lodi of Ramgarh raised and led an army of 4,000 against the British, who had taken over the administration of her state. So the next rebellion was in the region of Madhya Pradesh. So who has revolted? Rani Avanti Bai Lodi. So she was ruler of Ramgarh, and there she raised 4,000 army against the Britishers because her state was also being taken by the Britishers. The British were greatly outnumbered by the rebel forces. They were defeated in number of battles. This convinced the people that the rule of British had collapsed for good and gave them a confidence to take the plunge and join the rebellion. A situation of widespread popular rebellion developed in the region of Awadh in particular. On 6th August 1857, we find a telegram sent by Lieutenant Colonel Tytler to his commander-in-chief expressing the fear felt by the British. Our men are cowed by the numbers opposed to them and the endless fighting. Every village is held against us. The Zamindar have risen to oppose us. So here British, they were greatly outnumbered because the rebel forces them to move out. They were being defeated in number of battles, and even the people of India of different region, they understood that the British power now it is being collapsed, and it was happening for some good reasons. And also the Indian people got their confidence back. They understood that they were also having the power to move against the Britishers. So this situation, widespread of popular rebellion, developed the main region that was in Awadh, because this was considered as the misgovernment. The kings were considered that they were not able to rule, or their administration system was not proper, and for that reason the British has taken this region. So it's mainly the Awadh was taken back from the Britishers. 6th August 1857, a telegram was sent by the Lieutenant Colonel, and his name was Tytler, and to whom he has sent the letter or telegram to the commander-in-chief expressing what was being felt by the Britishers. He said that our men are cowed by the numbers of opposed to them. So here the men, our men here means the Britishers were being opposed by whom? The sepoys and the number of people, and they were endlessly fighting. Who were endlessly fighting? The sepoys were fighting against them. Even in the village, the Zamindar also risen up. Against whom? Against the Britishers. So most probably the Zamindar used to work for the Britishers, but what happened? The Zamindar also has joined the Sepoys rebellion. Many new leaders came up. For example, Ahmadullah Shah, a Maulvi from Faizabad, prophesied that the rule of the British would come to an end soon. He caught the imagination of people and raised a huge forces of supporters. He came to Lucknow to fight the British. In Delhi, a large number of Qazis or religious warriors came together to wipe out the white people. Bakht Khan, a soldier from Bareilly, took charge of a large force of fighters who came to Delhi. He became a key military leader of rebellion. In Bihar, an old zamindar, that his name was Kuwar Singh, joined the rebel sepoy and battled with the British for many months. Leaders and fighters from across the land joined the fight. So what this paragraph has to say, the new leaders also came up. So here few examples were given, like Ahmadullah Shah. He was a Maulvi means priest, priest. He was from Faizabad, and he prophesied the rule of British. How? By ending the rule of Britishers very soon. Now he started catching the imagination of people, and even he helped out the people to raise a huge force and support to fight against the Britishers. So in this way he has fight against Britishers. With the people he came to Lucknow, reached up to Lucknow, fight against the Britishers. In Delhi, later on he went to Delhi. He gathered a large number of Qazis. Qazis here means the religious warriors. All together, that was the people, the Qazis and even himself, they all together wiped out the white people. White people over here, it means the Britishers. Next was the Bakht Khan. He was a soldier from Bareilly. He took the charge and force of the fighters who came to Delhi. He became the key military leader for the rebellion. Next example, the new leader who came during this time, that was from Bihar. He was a zamindar, and what was his name? Kuwar Singh. He joined the rebel, of whom the sepoys battled against the Britishers for many months. So here leaders and fighters from across the land joined the fight. So not only the rulers were against the Britishers, not only the people were against the Britishers, there were number of leaders also, number of fighters also. The common people were also against British rulers or the British officers, whosoever were in the power. So in short, they were against the Britishers. So the next topic that we are going to read is the companies fight back. Now in this we are going to learn that this much revolt or rebellion that was being faced by the company. Now how can it come like that the company is going to do nothing? They are also going to give the answers back, because they have faced this much consequences, this much rebellion from the common to the common people to the sepoys, and even the rulers and zamindars who were once they were helping out the Britishers to look out the administration, and even they were helping out in many ways, but the same people now were against the Britishers. So how the company fights back, that we are going to learn in the next topic, and that we are going to learn in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.